Hey everyone, it's Derrick here with another video, and today we are looking at our snowblower. This is an Ego 21 inch. I'll put the label for what the actual model number is because there are a few of them. This one comes with two 5 amp batteries that do 56 volts, and yeah, the nice thing about these is that these will also fit in the lawnmower that I bought from them, which I'll do a review on as well. And right here, they just pop in here, and they give you a charger that works for just one of them, which kind of sucks, but either way, it's fine. And that's the compartment that it goes into. And as you can see here, this is it folded up in the corner of our garage here, so it's nice. And also the other one here is the lawnmower, which is packed up really nice in here. Since it's winter, we're using this baby. So it's kind of manual to fold it back out and in, but once you adjust the screws here, you can put this back and tighten this up so that you can push it. So it's pretty easy. Move in and out here. Might be a little bit of a squeeze here. All right, so as you can see from just looking at this thing, it can throw up to 35 feet. And this manual throw here is just to change the direction. And you have an LED light here, which is nice at the front. You can see right in here. And then directionally, you can shoot this higher or lower. Now this is pretty fluffy snow, so I'll probably want to shoot it fairly like downwards. But yeah, the nice thing about this is that I can fit the lawnmower battery in this as well. So if I run out of juice, which I will not here because it's not a very large driveway, but yeah, let's get started. And this is your power switch. So if you want to throw less power or more power, I usually have it on full blast because our driveway isn't very large. So yeah, you get full throws all the way around, and it's nice because it's not like electronic, so you don't have to wait for it. And yeah, that's really it. The way to start it is a little bit different, and the other thing to note is that I wouldn't say it's the easiest to push. There's two wheels on the back here, but in the front it's just pushing on the ground, so there's no motor that's helping you push it. The only thing that this powers up is these turbines in the middle here, so that's something to note. I'm going to turn this off because it is not dark out. And yeah, it's pretty quiet, so the startup, the way to start it up is to, it even says it here, it says push down and then pull this. So as you can see, it's not very loud, and I have to sort of force it to be pushed, so it's not the easiest to be pushed. And as you can see here, I can move it this way. Eating some grass here, so move it a little bit over this way. So as you can see here, it's kind of hard to push it sometimes, and that's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's sort of what you get in the electrical technology that you have today in 2022. So let's go ahead and push this over here. So runtime on this thing is pretty decent, and if we want to throw it further, higher, because this is like wet stuff, we can just shoot it up and it'll shoot it further. So it does a pretty good job, I would say. It's kind of difficult to maneuver because it doesn't have like a motor pushing it like a self-propelled one, which is kind of a bummer. This thing cost $650 and I bought it on Amazon. So the great thing about this is that I've used gasoline ones, and some of them require a particular mixture of ethanol, and it's kind of a pain to like mix it up. So as you can see, this is what it's throwing. It's definitely not throwing it 30 feet, but 35 feet, but it's throwing it a pretty decent amount, I feel like. Go out for the walkway here. So you can see there. I mean, it's shooting it pretty far. It's almost shooting it in the sidewalk, so probably should lower it. Maybe just lower the power a little bit. And you can hear the noise that it makes. It's really not loud at all. It's much more quiet than other gasoline versions that I've used, and also you don't get the horrific smell that it shoots out either. So that's something that's really nice, because every time I used to do this at my parents' house, it would just shoot across and you would end up smelling like just gasoline, and it was just awful. Should step back into the So as you can see here, like, I just didn't pick up half of that. So part of it is that I've driven over this already, so it's kind of packed in. So something that you can do is sort of push it downwards. And if you push it downwards, then it'll actually pick this up and push it out. So as you can see here, and then you can see afterwards it actually picks that up. So that's what I was talking about, where it doesn't just dig it off the ground, like right here. You got a little spot right there, so what we can do is aim it downwards and it'll just pick it up. And sometimes you have to go over it multiple times. And there you go, picked it up. So yeah, overall, like, I've used this thing like, see, there we go again. So that's kind of the pain in the butt, is that I wish the design of these was a little bit harder to, or maybe it was like heavier in the front. That way it would always pick this up. I have to sort of aim it downwards to actually grab all of the ice that's on the ground here. So, you know, if you're somebody that's older, I would say either you have to do this all the time so that it doesn't pick up all of the ice, but I haven't tested out the entire runtime, but on a driveway that's, as you can see, this big, has really no issues. And what I end up doing is getting the rest of the sidewalk, because I have so much more battery left that it's sort of just, why not? And yeah, if you hook this up to solar panels and you have that, then all of this is essentially free. And you know, you don't have to go to the gas station or anything like that. You just charge the battery up, and then you can buy extra batteries. But the thing that isn't the most money is, like, the tools itself are not the most money. The batteries actually cost a lot. So we bought a lawnmower that costs roughly the same amount, and it's compatible with this, and it's compatible with a lot of other tools. So that's why Ego, like, if you pick one manufacturer, then you sort of have to stick with them, because they have a lot of tools and a lot of the batteries are compatible. So that's one thing to note when you're making a purchasing decision for this. And yeah, these come with the ARC batteries, which are backwards and forwards compatible, as I understand. And yeah, so far so good. We'll try to give a long-term update, but yeah, we've only had this thing for a year, so can't really do that. Slip around here. Let's see if we can get this ice. There's like a huge pile of ice right here, so it's almost like shoveling snow, but you're not shoveling it. It's trying. It's doing it. So, as you can see here, this was all just iced because I drove over it and packed it down. So it's just trying to dig into this stuff. So it is doing it at the expense of digging into here. So it may or may not be something that you want to do longevity wise. And just be careful with this because this thing spins and it'll probably eat up your hand pretty easily. So, but yeah, that's the turbine here. But as you can see already, it's starting to wear. And these are wear items, so it definitely can be replaced, but yeah, a little bit tough here. Might be something that you can glue and it just like beats the crap out of it. But anyways, yeah, so if you have any questions about this particular model, feel free to comment below. If you like this video and any of the other videos that I produce, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you all for watching.